the well-read mage said, with Monster Hunter Wilds out, I wanted to remind you why game journalists have become an endangered species. And this one speaks to me on a spiritual level. Let's read some of these headlines, guys, because we're gonna have fun with this one. Monster Hunter World, back in the day, is another game where hunting is pure play. Your goal in Monster Hunter World is to track down and kill strange creatures without questioning why. By the way, this is from Wired. It doesn't. Why do they cut off the author? God, that's so annoying. Monster Hunter World. I'm wondering if this is from Megan Furakasha or whatever her name is. All right, here we go. With it, you don't even show the. Oh, there it is. Rosh Kelly. Okay, it's someone else. I thought it was from Megan Furakasha or whatever. Okay, never mind. Carry on. So, is another game where you hunt for pure play. Look at these guys. They're all worried. Yeah, this is straight up PETA propaganda. Monster Hunter World's worst offense might be its questionable treatment of animals. Again, another one from 2018. Guys, the more things change, the more they stay the same. And we're all just kind of waking up to this. This has been happening forever. There's nothing new. This is from Forbes, by the way. These are major outlets. This is Wired. This is Forbes. These aren't like no-name sites. These are big sites. From Mitch Wallace, a.k.a. White Dudes for Kamala, I'm going to guess. This one. Should you feel bad killing the monsters of Monster Hunter World? On today's podcast, we wrestle with the moments Capcom's game made us uncomfortable. These people leave me speechless with their retardation. When I play Monster Hunter, the last thing, like the absolute last thing on my mind, actually, it's not even on my mind. It doesn't even enter my mind, is, ooh, should I feel bad about doing this? I'm killing these monsters. But what if these digital fake things in this imaginary world have a family? These are the people that are trying to inject ideologies on others. These are the people that speak their truth to power. Monster Hunter and the conflicted vegetarian. Lord help me with this one. How do you come to terms with a game that clashes with your beliefs? This article originally ran in 2015, but we're republishing it here to celebrate the release. I think you need to work on your celebrations, bro. Check out our review here, exclamation point, because we're super excited because we're vegans and we're concerned about killing monsters. I may be us gamers self-appointed Monster Hunter evangelist. Check out my recent review of 4 Ultimate if you need proof. But just 5 short years ago, Capcom's multiplayer-focused RPG series did an excellent job of turning my stomach. What is wrong with these people? How? And the fact that it's not just this one article, or 2, or 3, or 4, by the way. It's just 4 articles that they screen cap. There sure are more, I would bet. And this is from 2018, but originally ran in 2015. Think about how long Gamergate has been going on for. It never ended. What did it start? 2012, 2013? These journos have felt more and more empowered with every year that's passed, and their retardation has completely infiltrated the websites that they run. This is potentially the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen on a web page. And I've seen some shit. But what? What? Who? Pirate Bob says it started with Obama's first term. It did. It did. We got Zote the Almighty says, sounds like a good opportunity to write about it then. Not seeing any coverage from the team, though. Shin Chris says, considering the conservationist blend the series has, these articles are really unfair. I feel like they haven't even touched the games. Monster Hunter World has the pleasure of being thrust before the mainstream like the series never had before, resulting in some truly wild takes. This is fascinating. I was thinking about this earlier today, where it's like, if a game doesn't go mainstream, how it is like totally like no one notices, no one says anything. It's just like it can be weird or whatever. And it's just like, fine, no one cares. But the second it steps into mainstream, you get the weirdest shit getting written about it. It's like, who are these people and why do they feel this way about a video game? What are these opinions? What even is this? Now, I can tell you guys straight up from personal experience, and I know it's rare for me to say that these days, but Monster Hunter Wilds is a lot of fun. Like, to the point of like, I'm excited to get back to playing it as soon as I have a free few minutes to do it. The problem with that game is I know loading into it, it's going to take at least an hour minimum to actually play and enjoy and get into it. But most likely 2 to 2+ hours. And I don't necessarily have that kind of time to dedicate right this second, which is why I'm like so torn right now, where I'm like, this game is awesome. I just need to find like 2 hours, 2.5 hours to just sit and play it because it's so much fun. But I will say, and I said this before too, when it comes to Monster Hunter, the series in general, now a veteran of it, because I've played plenty of the Monster Hunters before. If you've played one Monster Hunter game, you've played them all. Like, if you love the gameplay loop and the style and everything, you are going to absolutely love Monster Hunter Wilds, assuming it runs well on your PC or if you have a PS5. If you've never played it before, I highly recommend giving it a chance because you might like it. If you don't like the old Monster Hunter games, I promise you, you will not like Monster Hunter Wilds. Like, it's a very hard line. There's no gray area with this. It's either you love the series or it's not for you. So if you don't like it and you've tried it before, you already know this one's not for you. If you've never tried it before, I would almost say give it a shot, because what do you got to lose? If you're watching other people stream it and it looks fun to you, give it a shot. If you're not sure about it, wait for a sale. I know that sounds obvious to say, but I'm having, like I said, I'm having a blast with it, and I can't recommend it enough. But I know that I'm kind of the minority when it comes to PC players. There's a lot of people having issues with it. I am not. Um, but I can only speak to my experience with it. I've witnessed Hypnotic playing it, and I've witnessed him run into issues with it. So I know that it can happen to other people. So buyer beware. But for me, it's fun. As far as the current player count of Monster Hunter Wilds, as of right now, this was before the stream started. I haven't refreshed it yet. The all-time peak was getting pretty close to 1.5 million, 1.38. Wow. That's legit. That's legit. That's way higher than I was going to give it. As of about an hour ago, it was 590. It's probably going to drop to around 500 when I refresh it. Let's see. Wow. It's only dropped to 573. And as of right now, it's almost 10 p.m. West Coast. That's crazy that are in game right now. That's a lot of people. Over 500,000 people in game right now. But as far as Darksis says, what's the review? You want like, what do you mean? What's the review? Do you mean what's my review, or do you mean what's Metacritic's review? Damn, that's pretty good. Darksis says Steam review. Okay, let me bring up Steam review. Hold on. But I'll tell you straight up right now, Monster Hunter Wilds 7.2 user review, although that's on PS5, so let me hold on a second. Let me switch it to PC. So it doesn't have user reviews on PC there. But on Steam, we got mixed, almost 41,000 reviews. Oh, no, sorry, almost 64,000 reviews. %67 positive. Now, yesterday or 2 days ago, I can't remember. I think it was around 48% positive or 52%. So it's gone way up. It's gone way up. It's almost 70% positive at this point. This game, give it time, it will be overall positive. It might not ever be overwhelmingly positive, but I think it will be overall positive in a few days. The trajectory is headed there. But the game itself, guys, I'm telling you, it's really not that complicated. As long as your PC is more recent than three years old, and you got a 4060 or above NVIDIA, it should be fine. It should be fine. Now, there are exceptions, like Hypnotic has a newer PC with a better graphics card, and he's still running into issues. But by and large, from what I've been seeing, most people, as long as you have a fairly recent PC and a decent graphics card, you're fine. It's the people that have the older PCs that are running into a lot of issues with it. I also heard another issue with, I saw Minimal Effort Gaming, Tebow, talking about how there was a typo in the code with the rendering of the graphics where they misspelled resolution. And they said if you actually go into the code and change the verbiage in the coding and spell resolution correctly, that it fixes a lot of the problems. I don't know if I buy that, but hey, maybe. If that's the case, that's a very easy fix for Capcom to do that. But as far as my situation with it, I'm loving the game and I can't wait to get back to it. Stash My Ass says apparently it worked for some people. Yeah, exactly. Like if it works for some people, great. BK says, LOL, no way, love my ass off. Yeah, that's the word on the street right now about it. I have not verified it personally, because I haven't needed to. The game works perfectly fine for me. But CB Wow's Awesome Gaming says it's highly possible I do some code fixing for certain games. Again, it could be. It could be. If it is, that's one of the funniest damn things that's ever happened to a game ever. If they just misspelled a word for resolution in the coding. I'd like to think it's a little bit more complicated than that, but you never know. You never know. But yeah, that's as far as Monster Hunter Wilds is concerned right now. It's good. If you like Monster Hunter, you'll like it. If you don't like Monster Hunter, you won't like it. And if you have a fairly new PC, you'll probably run fine on it, except if you're hypnotic.